that Malik Monk injury news, that really sucks. I mean, there's no other way to put it. 4 to 6 weeks with a sprained right MCL. I mean, we're already at the end of March. That's insane. So, like, it'll put him, like, earliest when the playoffs start, but more likely, you know, Sacramento might have to, first of all, they're going to have to, if they're in the play-in tournament, they're going to have to win the play-in tournament, which is no guarantee. But then even if they get to the first round, like, they're going to have to, you know, beat, you know, they're probably going to have to pull off some kind of upset to get the second round. So I don't know if we see Malik Monk back this season. And even if we do see him back, you know, like, what kind of version are we getting? I don't know. It's really unfortunate, and it's unfortunate on two levels. It sucks for Malik Monk as an individual because he was in the midst of the best season of his career highs in scoring and assists, looked to be the front runner to win Sixth Man of the Year, and it was this really, you know, feel-good season for him because I think, you know, if you followed his career, you know that he had, like, some problems in Charlotte, like, that didn't really work out, goes to LA, has a really nice prove-it year, goes to Sacramento, like, just sort of, it seemed like the perfect, like, fit for him in Sacramento, being their sixth man. He embraced City and City embraced him. And so for him to, like, it sort of seemed like he was building up to winning Sixth Man of the Year. I think that would have been a really cool culmination, but now that's not going to happen, because, you know, I don't know, like, does he still have, like, I mean, he's played in 72 games, but, like, I don't know, do you maybe, has the momentum on that campaign stopped to where someone else can pick it up and sort of, like, run it to the finish line to get that award? But also, it's funny because he has played in 72 games, which is the minimum amount you need to qualify for awards. The only problem, though, is that some of those games, he didn't hit the minutes minimum, I guess, that you need to be able to, for those games to count towards, like, that total. So, like, even if he played in a game and played, I think, less than 20 minutes, he didn't get that. That doesn't count towards the total game, which is so stupid, but that's argument for a whole other day. So he literally can't win Sixth Man of the Year, literally. But, like, that's so unfortunate because he looked like the favorite, was having, like, the best season of his career, feel good story, and then for it all just to come crashing down like that, like, that's so unfortunate for him ahead of a huge contract that I assume will still come either way, like, whether he returns or not, just because, like, it's not like a extended, like, torn ACL or whatever, like, he'll be back easily by the start of next season, so some team will still give him the money, but just a super unfortunate way for his season to presumably end after how well it's been going. And then obviously for the Kings, like, that's, like, just another tough blow for them, because, like, it was only, like, yesterday or 2 days ago where, like, it was announced that Kevin Huerter is going to miss the rest of the season after undergoing surgery. I believe it was for a torn labrum. So, like, you lose this guy who's a big piece of your rotation, 3D guy. You know, depth is limited even more. And so maybe you think, oh, we're going to rely on Malik Monk even more. And now he's gone too, and you lose your sixth man. He was a big reason why Sacramento's bench had a top 10 offense among benches, I should say, top 10 scoring bench among second units. And, like, you know, it gave Sacramento a secondary perimeter ball handler next to De'Aaron Fox. Obviously, those two have a lot of chemistry going back to their time at Kentucky. And it's also unfortunate because I think Monk is one of those guys who, like, he's not Sacramento's best player. He's not even their second player, but, like, he's so important to, like, bringing the energy to that game. I think that's what he really brings to the court. Just the way he can explode to the rim, above the rim. Like, I think, like, that energy in a six-man role was really infectious for the entire team. To have that spark plug being capable of coming off the bench and sometimes being your best player, sometimes scoring authority, to no longer have that, that's really unfortunate, especially for a Sacramento team that really prides itself on its scoring and its offense as a whole. So it's going to create some opportunities for a guy like Keon Ellis, like more minutes for him, and he's definitely shown flashes, but, like, it's just, like, Malik Monk, who was such a big part of what Sacramento has done over these last couple of years. He's been such a big part of why, you know, they ended the playoff drought last year, why they were, you know, doing so well this year. And now it just feels like Sacramento keeps slipping and sliding. They're, like, in that tug of war to avoid the play-in, and who knows if they're going to get it. Obviously, their odds are a lot worse now, but just, like, it's so unfortunate because he was such a big part, and I loved, you know, he really brought that energy that I think a lot of teams need. It's kind of like in a Marcus Smart sense for Boston, where, like, he might not be your best player, and most important isn't the right word, but, like, he has this indescribable importance and value beyond what goes up in a box score. And I think Malik Monk was somewhat that to Sacramento in terms of the energy he could bring off the bench. And to lose that is a crushing blow for Sacramento. and it's super unfortunate because you really wanted to see what the Kings could do to follow up last year's awesome season where they break the playoff drought, and that was like enough for them. But obviously you want to like keep trying to build up more and more. You want to get to the second round, third round, etc. And so to lose probably like your third best guy after losing one of your other important pieces like the day before, like who do you even have on the wing at this point? Like that was just super unfortunate. And so like you hope Malik Monk can make a return again. Like if Sacramento can drag out its first round series, or maybe if they can get to the second round, then maybe he can come back. But even then, like even if he does come back, you still wonder what a guy coming out for sprain MCL, like how close to 100% is he going to be? And I'm not so confident in it. So yeah, that's big time bummer for the Kings and anyone who roots for the Kings, which I do.